I don't know why the press didn't cover this. Why didn't the press and the media and the journalists all say what was Kate's problem with Meghan, okay? And don't say it was the Oprah Winfrey interview. It wasn't. Meghan told the truth. Just because she told the truth, Kate didn't like it that the truth teller exposed what she was really like, okay? This one went to the press and gave a false story to Camilla Tominley, which said that Meghan made Kate cry. Now, she did this because their Australia tour was so successful, and she went to the press and she wanted to trash Meghan's name, blacken it, character, everything, and she switched it. She knew she'd made Meghan cry, but we're going to spin it round and put it on Meghan instead. And it worked. Everyone hated her afterwards, everyone called her names, Godzilla, the abuse she got, this was when she was pregnant, and this woman has the audacity to stare at Meghan when she knows damn well that Meghan told the truth in that Oprah Winfrey interview. This was a woman that sat back happily and let this woman be thrown to the wolves while she was pregnant, and then she goes on about the early years and mental health. How can she talk about subjects when she's causing them herself? Literally, just because Meghan was outshining her, because she was so good at her job, and because the tour was so successful, I'm going to go to the press. I've had enough of you. If I sell this story about you, then I'm going to be popular again, and you're going to be the person that everyone hates. And it worked. And then she has the cheek to turn round at Meghan at that forgiveness service and give her the evils when she knows that Meghan was telling the truth. This woman is a nutter. She is actually a hypocrite. I actually think she's mental. I actually think she's convinced herself that Meghan made her cry. She's actually convinced herself, because even in the new Russell Myers book, she's stating again that Meghan made her cry, and we all know that it was Kate that made Meghan cry. But she can't face it. She can't admit that she was the one that upset Meghan. She's like one of these people, she just can't admit to things. No, I've got to be right, everything has to be right, everything has to be positive. But perhaps, Kate, keep your trap shut, and then you don't get hassle and trouble like this. If she'd have stayed out of Meghan's wedding, nothing to do with her, don't moan about the bridesmaids. If they didn't need altering, Meghan would have sorted it, okay? Don't keep harassing someone on their wedding day. No one harassed Kate. No one picked on Kate or the bridesmaids and say, oh well, the dresses were fine. I don't care. You do not interfere with another woman's wedding. It's their wedding. She had no right. She was bang out of order, and I'm surprised her people said, well, what the hell are you thinking? Interfering. This one always interferes with everything. She's always got to be top dog. And poor Meghan, Harry comes back and she's crying on the floor, and then all these stories come out saying, oh, she's Godzilla Meghan and she made Kate cry, and Princess Charlotte, when it was all a lie, and she did it to blacken Meghan's name, and it worked. All through jealousy. The woman was jealous of Meghan. She was a threat. She had to go. Something had to be done. Hence why she put that story out, and it worked. And then the whole way through this service, on the 3rd of June 2022, she just kept looking around at Meghan. I mean, if you don't like the woman, don't keep looking at her. I mean, she's unbelievable. I mean, someone said, does she like her? Because she keeps looking around at her. And then someone said, oh, well, after Oprah, I don't blame her. She told the truth. Meghan told the truth, and this one didn't like it, that the Queen had still invited the truth teller to this Platinum Jubilee service at St Paul's Cathedral. She didn't like it that the Queen knew that this one was the innocent party. The Queen knew who had caused it, Kate. Why do you think the Queen helped Harry and Meghan? Why do you think she invited them? She knew she was telling the truth. But all you derangers on here just don't listen. Oh, Meghan threw him. She didn't. Okay, put yourself in Meghan's shoes, okay? You're in the institution. You're working hard, you're doing everything right, and then you've got your sister-in-law trashing you, selling fake stories about you, which you know that aren't true. You're heavily pregnant at the time. You got half the internet cursing you and slating you. What do you want? What would you do? You'd want to tell the truth. You would think, right, I want to do an interview. I need to get my story across. You would. And don't say that you wouldn't. You would, guys, because when you're in such a dark place like that, like Meghan was, you want to release it. You need people to hear the true story. Hence why she did Oprah. Harry and Meghan had to get their point across. What, did you just want them to sit back and just take the blame for everything that never even happened? I mean, that's ridiculous. So if you're in the institution, you've got to take all the negative stories on your shoulder. You just got to deal with it then. You just got to get on with it. No interviews and let this one win. That's what you'd have to do, guys. So don't start lecturing Meghan. She told the truth. She'd had enough of being vindicated and bullied. And no one says a word about this one. She caused it because she was jealous. But everyone says, oh, well, Meghan was showing her up. She didn't do it on purpose. She was just motivated. She wanted to do the work. She wanted to do the work, Meghan, and this one didn't want to do it. But because Meghan was about, she had to do it, and she didn't like it because Meghan was making this one look lazy. And then someone said, the audacity for Kate to turn around at that service when she knew that Meghan was the truth teller all along. Yet this one sold the story that never happened. And someone said, how can she sit there and give Meghan the evils when she caused it in the first place? She went to the press, she told the false story, she put it out in the newspapers, okay? Meghan said it was 6 months later when that story came out. She knew where it had come from, Kate. But she turned it and said it was Meghan, when really it was her. And she said, I'd never would have wanted that to have come out about Kate. Meghan kept it quiet for 6 months. Meghan managed to keep quiet and not expose it to the papers. But Kate happily went and changed the story and put it out. And then she's got the cheek and the nerve to sit there and look at Meghan like the baddie when she's the baddie. And someone said, you're right, it's unbelievable. Her attitude, she thinks she's this saint and this person that's so wonderful, but you're not, Kate. You like tarnishing successful women and you like destroying them because they show you up. But it's no point doing that because what you did was disgusting, actually. I think she should have been pulled up on it or something and done a statement saying I did lie, but she won't because it makes her look terrible. But I just thought that her attitude, Kate, was bang out of order. Look, Meghan looks just her normal self. She looks quiet. But Kate, look at her eyes, look. She looks ready for a fight. And someone said, oh, Kate's such a lovely person. No, this woman has got a temper. She has got another side to her underneath. She is boiling with rage there just because Meghan told the truth. I mean, if you can't even tell the truth in the world, what is the point? She's a hypocrite. She does mental health and yet she causes it herself. She drove Meghan to nearly deciding that she didn't want to be around anymore. She actually just wanted to just take her own life and go. But she told Harry because she knew how much he'd been through with his mother and everything. But I just think Kate should have realised that Meghan was the goodie that day and she was the baddie, yet she was portraying all the hate and the negativity and all the trouble onto Meghan when she caused it in the first place. And someone said, how can you be like that when you know you've actually done everything? You've caused the whole situation, yet you're still going to pin the blame on Meghan, even though you know she's innocent. And someone said that's a true sign of a narcissist. Narcissists don't like to admit when they're wrong. They always think they're right. They always think they haven't done anything wrong. And I think that's what Kate is. I actually think she's a narcissist because she still can't come to terms that she did it. She's just looking at Meghan like, oh, you've ruined my life. Yet Kate went to the press and ruined Meghan's life, lying that she'd made her cry and that she nearly chopped herself. The woman is a narcissist and a hypocrite, and I don't think she should be talking about mental health anymore. I don't.
Meghan Markle finally broke her silence during the famous interview with Oprah Winfrey. And in that single moment, years of carefully protected royal narratives suddenly came crashing down. For years, tabloids and royal commentators repeated the claim that Meghan had made Catherine, Princess of Wales, cry before the royal wedding. The story was repeated so often that millions of people simply accepted it as fact without ever questioning where it came from or whether it had been twisted behind the scenes. But Meghan calmly revealed during the interview that the reverse had actually happened, that Kate had made her cry. She did not scream, attack, or insult anyone. She simply corrected a narrative that had been weaponized against her for years. And the moment she said it, the reaction across British media and royal commentary circles was immediate. Suddenly, people became uncomfortable because the story they had spent years pushing no longer looked so certain. What made Meghan's statement so powerful was how controlled and direct it felt. She wasn't trying to humiliate Kate publicly. She wasn't looking for revenge. She was responding to years of headlines that painted her as aggressive, difficult, rude, and disrespectful inside the royal family. Imagine being attacked globally over a story that was allegedly false from the very beginning. Meghan explained that she had been hurt emotionally during the bridesmaid dress discussions before the wedding, and instead of the truth being reported, the media completely reversed the story. To Meghan's supporters, that moment exposed something much bigger than one disagreement between two women. It exposed how easily narratives could be shaped inside the royal system, and then amplified endlessly through tabloids until the public accepted them as unquestionable truth. After the Oprah interview aired, many viewers around the world began re-examining years of royal coverage through a completely different lens. Suddenly, people started noticing the double standards that had followed Meghan from the moment she entered the royal family. Every tiny detail about Meghan became controversy. The way she held her baby bump, crossed her legs, closed a car door, smiled at crowds, touched Harry's hand, or spoke publicly would instantly become tabloid outrage. Yet when similar things were done by Kate, they were often praised as elegant, classy, and sophisticated. To Meghan's supporters, the contrast became impossible to ignore. They believed Meghan was being judged far more harshly because she disrupted the traditional image of the monarchy in ways that made certain parts of the institution uncomfortable.